एक ही एक्सरसाइज है ना
या तो के वाले क्वेश्चन से कॉम्प्लेक्स है
ठीक है तो के वाले एक्सरसाइज होता है और फॉर्मूला का के कांस्टेंट फिर ब्रैकेट में
वो इजी है एग्जामिनेशन फाइंडिंग के जो इक्वेशन की होती है फिर
तुमको आने का जल्दी
मैं घर से पढ़ती हूँ दीदी से नहीं समझ में आता
मैं वो फॉर्मूला भी बोल रहा हूं मैं घर पे भी प्रैक्टिस ही करेंगे मैं आप आ जाऊंगी
मैं लाइक प्रेशर है मैं
और तेरे काउंट भी किया
फाइंड करेंगे
फाइंड पी
हां
तो मैं एक्स के जगह माइनस
खाई को बोलता है
चल खाओ
हां इसका कोई बोलिंग
नहीं वो वैसे छोड़ मैं भी पढ़ाई करता हूं मेरा हेड बहुत गंदा है ये किसी के पास ऑर्डर करना कराता नहीं मुझे अरे
प्लीज
इंग्लिश प्लस 1 हाफ हाफ कर
पूरा ले लो
क्यों कैसे खाता भी है पाना मसला नहीं पाना
उसके बाद हम बात कर
सारा वन
ना होटल में जाते तो वो पहले आता है ना वो कांदा नींबू मैं वो ऐसा कांदे में नमक थोड़ा सा ऐसा पिकल और उसमें नींबू डालने का पूरा इतना पूरा नींबू को डाल कांदा में मजा आता है
टमाटो पसंद है पसंद ऐसी हो ना
हां
मैं अभी इतना नहीं कर रही हूं पहले तो फ्रिज से पूरा
मेरे माने मैं तेरे खाओ पे एक बार
पहले दीदी शो ले लास्ट मैक्स के लिए ना बेड के पास से हम चुप सकते हैं और टमाटर एक्सीडेंट में रात को उठ के रात को टमाटर
को कोई नहीं आता मैं छोटी थी मैं रात को उठ के
हमारे दोनों भाई
मैं नटेला और शोरी बीच में आपको
हां वो नटेला ना वो पता वो रात को मेरे सो नहीं मेरे सर के अंदर
पीस ऑफ पेपर
पीस ऑफ पेपर
मसाला पाई
एक्चुअली हम तो करते हैं हो
ये तो थोड़ा सा छोटा सा किंगडम खाती
नहीं खाती है
किंगडम छोटा सा होता है
ना उधर आप लोग क्या कर रहे हो ये क्या था चटनी की गई तो
जैसे गिरने वाली है वो ये खा ले
तो इतना क्या हो गया
टिफिन मेरा है
मुझे पराठा चाहिए
ये अच्छा नहीं हुआ
तुम लोग क्या खा के आए
बस सुनो के नाश्ते आते हैं
ये वॉशरूम से तो कब के बाहर निकल गए तुम लोग क्या खा के आए भैया
कुछ नहीं
पराठा चाहिए क्या
आलू
अरे गिरा रहे तू हर जगह
लास्ट टाइम लोग पहले जवाब अजून से तुम्ही लग रही हो नहीं सर्विस का मतलब करोगे
अरे सर का बोलना है अच्छा ठीक है शांत हो जा कल देखी मैं देखो शुरू कुछ नहीं अच्छा खाने से इसको नींद आ जाती
नहीं
तो
ओ बैठ जा
मर के निकल देखते हैं उसको कल अच्छे ना मारेंगे सब लोग के लिए ठीक है आज मैंने देते हैं
इसको मानना है
इसको
मत मार बेचारी
मत होगा भाई वो सच में रो देगी अभी तो सच में रो देगी वेदन तो सच में रो देगी
तो रोना अच्छा होता है यार
हम क्लास में होगी एक बार
अरे वो रोने तक रो नहीं थे
इसकी पोल खोल ना थोड़ी
भाई मैं हर पेशेंट पे
ओ ए वापस से करवा ऐसे
ये तो उसका बेइज्जती है ना
खुद ही खोल दो भाई
ये हर लड़की को बोलना होगी बोल प्यार से बोलना बेइज्जती
थोड़े ज्यादा अंदर इनको बैठना है यहाँ पे
पर ये क्या बात
ये मैं बीच में बैठना हूं
बच्चे को
ओ मेरा ये मैं बीच में बैठ रहा हूं मैं बीच में बैठ रहा हूं
ये टाइम हो गया वहां पे
ए नहीं ये देख मैं उधर लगा
मैं बीच में बैठ
अरे मेरे से छोटा हो रहा तो मैं बीच में बैठूंगा नहीं
कॉर्नर पे नहीं भाई
please set up. इधर अंदर जा रहा है। हाँ ये
अरे ये साफ करो पहले आप
अरे भाव्या
चाहिए
यार स्पीच का जाओ
ठीक है
चाहिए भैया
सॉरी
ये भी तो ले हर चीज
अरे ये तूने दिव्या को पैड डाले
नहीं, जा रही।
जा जाना यार पहनूं
और साफ करो वहाँ पे
इसके कारण
अरे और कुछ हुआ है
वहाँ पे जरा पेन था
Good morning, everyone. The video is on and even the audio is on. What all shoutings it goes live. Sit up.
Yes.
Okay, now write HDI in your notebook. I'm giving notes onto that. That will be our last topic. HDI. Explain the concept of HDI. Explain the concept of HDI. Question mark. Explain the concept of HDI. List out its its important indicators.
List out.
Its important indicators. Okay. HDI concept of HDI. Answer. The concept of HDI was first introduced by. The concept of HDI was first introduced by UNDP report. The concept of HDI was first introduced by, it's there on the board, na? UNDP report of 1990. Of 1990. Full stop. Second point. In its report or in this report. The concept was accepted as. The concept was accepted as a common yardstick. Yard मतलब measuring stick. A common yardstick for the measurement of development. Common yardstick for the measurement of development. Full stop. Now you write indicators. One, you write health status. Bracket में लिखना life expectancy. 1 health status, life expectancy. Average number of year. It is the average number of year. हाँ, उसका explanation कौन देगा? Average number of year a person lives and actively contributes. Average number of year a person lives and actively contribute towards national income and actively contributes towards national income. Stop. So, higher is the life expectancy,
So,
higher is the life expectancy, higher will be contribution, contribution, and higher will be HDI. And take a pause, please read this. It's as simple as it is possible.
contribution.
Higher will be the HDI. Is this style okay, or I can reduce the size also, the points? Fine, na? Write down for second. Education. Or literacy rate. Education or the literacy rate primarily includes, or the literacy rate primarily includes the art of reading, writing, art, A-R-T, reading, writing, along with educational attainment percentage, along with, I'm writing it here, educational attainment percentage. This is the spelling, attainment percentage. Full stop. Countries with higher literacy rate. Make it plural. Countries, not singular. Country लिखने का IES. Countries with a higher literacy rate adds to the ADDS. Countries with higher literacy rates adds to the higher GDP. Hence,
Higher.
GDP. Hence, higher development. Next.
Higher.
Development, what is higher? Higher लगा के रखा है. Last is per capita income. You have already written now many times. I'm not going to give what is per capita. I will directly go ahead. It is a useful tool to measure the average income. It is a useful tool to measure the average income of individuals. Average income of individuals of a given economy. Second point, same heading of economy. Second point, higher is the PCI. Higher is the PCI, comma, higher will be development. Higher will be development leading to better HDI. Any question comes, what is HDI? You write only one line. I'd given a comprehensive indicator If it is more than 2 marks, this is the answer. In HDI ranking. Now we are going to the last part of this chapter. Check in your notebook, did I give sustainable development? Right. This we have done in geography. You remember? Yes. So we'll just write the definition and we'll move. Sustainable development.
Savings for future.
What's it? Without sacrificing your present. Right up. It means sustainable development. It means. No, wait for the meaning is correct. It means meeting the needs of present generation, present generation without compromising any needs of future generation, without compromising any needs of future generation. One more sentence. It leads to optimum bracket the best. It leads to optimum inside the bracket best use of available scarce resources. Available scarce resources. First one. Last sentence. This concept leads to equitable distribution of income. Equitable distribution of income. Resources. Don't write it. And strongly supports overall developmental efforts. And strongly supports overall developmental efforts. Check this. The rest parts are only reading. Then we will move ahead. Same after 5 minutes. New chapter. Seriously, every time I don't want to, है ना? Grown up also. Chalo, there is page number 133. And before 133, I think this data I had explained. Where is India is ranking? ये data explain किया ना? Say yes or no. Done. And उसके नीचे दिया भी है देखो HDI, life expectancy. If you find this lines easy, ये direct textbook का ही है. That also you can do it. And then this I had given. Now I am taking you here. Issue of what? Sustainability. I am reading it. Since the second half of the century, that is 20th, a number of scientists have been warning that present types of level of development are not sustainable. Underline that word, not sustainable. Why it is present development not sustainable?
We are using it faster than they get.
Very good. What else? Large scale development. I said if I develop for next 2 years, it is okay. I am making the development for next 20 years. So what will happen? Large scale exploitation. But is that resource after 20 years will be available? Nobody knows. Second point, I'll read. The present type of and levels of development has resulted in only underline that word, rapid depletion. How anyone will explain me the word depletion? Degradation. Degradation. नहीं. हाँ. Decrease, but कैसा decrease है? So why didn't they write decrease?
Decrease of natural resources. Slowly.
Everyone write that word extinct. हाँ, extinct मतलब permanently बंद खत्म हो जाएगा, return नहीं आएगा. Which word we are discussing and what you guys are discussing? देखो ये सब मुझे नहीं सुनना. Simple है. If you are not understanding, tell me. There, the present types of overuse of natural resources have resulted. Write the overuse. Underline उधर cause. Cause. Depletion का क्या cause है? Are we not overusing?
Yes.
About 300 districts in India have reported water level decline. Underline 300 districts. Nearly 1/3 of the country is overusing ground. Underline 1/3. And groundwater use is particularly found in underline prosperous regions of Punjab. Now let me tell you what is this underground water. I think in geography in earlier standards you might have studied. When there is rainwater, the soil absorbs the excess water. But cities में underground water almost zero ही है. Why?
There is no soil.
Very good. Everywhere concrete, everywhere coal tar. But villages even today they depend on this underground water only. Which season?
Not monsoon.
Very good. One is summer and other is winter. तो हम लोग dry season में दोनों include करेंगे. Summer and winter. No rainfall. They do not have water tank or a pipe connection like you and me. They do not have a faucet or they do not have an NMMC with a dam. हाँ, hand pump उतना use नहीं. Hand pump के लिए भी तो ground water चाहिए ना. So ground water reserves are mainly for bore wells. Correct? Then he is saying hand pump. Or it might be well. In fact, India was the only country which had a self-sufficient village life, and Britishers did not like. We have come here to make them dependent on us. They themselves are independent. Every village had a goldsmith, blacksmith, store, textile mill, almost everything they had. So I mean, today you are and me are living in a very sophisticated city, correct? Navi Mumbai. Can you say whatever I want, I dependent on myself? Why? Go and wash your hands. Ja. नहीं जा जल्दी. So we always believe that self-independent village life was disturbed by whom? Britishers. So today I say if groundwater is not there, for you and me it's not an issue at all. Sir, now the rainfall which is going to start, there are 3 dams in and around Mumbai. If they get full of water, till the next rainfall comes, Mumbai will not have any trouble. We are storing the water, purifying the water, pumping the water. I don't know, I heard this Koperkena was a place, initially water scarcity was very high. And every building had not only NMMC connection, they had a borewell also. You understand borewell? Borewell water was to be used for mainly for cooking, cleaning and other thing. This NMMC water was used for drinking. But now I think that Koperkena area is far better because water supply was real trouble. Then the trouble was a city called Airoli. What about? So every part of Navi Mumbai at least now have this basic food, clothing, shelter, health, education, most important, water supply. So underground water is always an asset. If you do not have water, depend on what? Underground. If underground also drying up, where will you? Can we call water tankers in the villages? Water tanker facilities are not so easily available. Correct? So that is what they are explaining for. Let's proceed. Then there are some few questions. Groundwater in India. Just run through that and come till that next page and ask me any query. Then I'll take you next 5 minutes. Very interesting chapter of our geography. Please read that. So you are the only branch where I have completed 2 chapters, in fact. One economics and one geography. And majority of the branches are either of one, it is going. Read, don't waste the time, don't look left and right. You might get some doubts for which I can help you. And next time, whoever bringing the volume, those who have forgotten, I have to complete economics volume also. You got both the volumes now? Complete the question answers. Worksheet wala, huh? The score is 10. Take a fresh page in your notebook, put today's date, exactly what I'm doing, write down the headings, copy down the left hand side. I've asked them to write. This much will be sufficient. ये सब क्यों कर सकते हैं? Write the things already written on the board. हाँ.
So I'm not able to see the phone.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
no. You just say thanks. No problem. देखो ये है ना, let's say ये माध्यम में होगा, ये होगा, draw one more blue. And left hand side जो लिखेगा, right hand side में explain. You write the new side.
ऐसे लिख के हम इधर आएंगे.
We do. समझा?
सर वो ऐसे एरो बना के क्लासिफिकेशन दिखाएंगे.
हाँ, वो 1 and 2 है ना, वो एक ही है, उसी में मैं इसको
That's Wildlife and Reserve.
Yes, Wildlife Protection Act. Explain.
Done.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
We are moving away from resources, development. This chapter seems to be quite interesting. Anna? Why it is interesting? Not interesting. Forest and wildlife. I think forest, you and me are far away. We are living in which jungle? No jungle. Concrete jungle. Everywhere buildings. Everywhere you see trees. एक small छोटा सा पार्क है किधर है पता नहीं मोरज का वो कोने में आई थिंक इवनिंग में मेजॉरिटी लोग मिल जाते हैं मतलब हमारे जैसे ओल्ड पीपल मिलेगा you people might be busy in classes or studies where else you find maybe one more park on that side of Santara correct do we have a big forest two
Yes,
do we have a big
three.
forest
Yes.
three big forest take it
It's a big area.
forest is natural forest is natural when we talk about word forest, there was a committee which says every country must have minimum 33% of their total area under forest. How much percent?
33.
How about India? Any idea? Definitely 33 to nahi rahega.
Total area.
Ah,
29.
earlier 10 years before this was the figure. Now they say it is less than 19%. Are we short of the required level of forest? You know the forest area if we are deforesting, correct? What will the consequences are? There are many. But then along with forest, what is also becoming lesser and lesser? Wildlife. In fact, if you remember, the wild cats in India, it primarily includes two. What are they? One is tiger, baki bhi hai, and other is lion. In fact, India holds the record even today in relation to these two animals. Can anybody tell me what is the relation?
We are the only country that has both of them.
Both the wild cats, both lion and tiger. Which country has only lion but no tiger? Tiger is not there. No. Huh? Africa has only lion. Whereas only tiger, no lion. A part of Russia called Siberia. In fact, their tigers are white in color because of that camouflage in that area. Snow tigers. So today, what is the position of both tiger and lion? You know, we have projected. If you keep disturbing me, I keep ignoring you. Till that time, I don't get disturbed. We believe that once the level of forest is declining, it is not only going to affect you and me, but it is a direct impact on whom? Wildlife. You are worried wildlife ko impact hoga, to I am least bothered. Even wildlife have a direct connection to you. Is it so? Because there was a very good movie called that Bahubali movie, part 1, in which they have shown when that fellow, whoever is that main fellow, Bahubali is there, when he is not having any war time, they start hunting the animals, not wild animals, and that time also. If you remember, there is a scene in which he asked,
he
Yante is the wild boar. तो वो उनका जो भी काउंसलर रहता है बोलते हैं महाराज everything is peaceful, there is no war, we have a good agriculture, but agriculture is eaten by a wild boar. Wild boar मतलब the pig which has two teeth outside and they are very dangerous. So he says, let us start going hunting. This is the initial stage of hunting started. And that also by Maharajas maybe 500 years before. And that is the time India had the richest wildlife. No Africa, no Russia, no America, nothing. India only had so many kinds of parrots, so many kinds of birds, so many kinds of wild animals, so many kinds of even trees. Even today you go to some parts of Karnataka, border area, Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu, exotic trees are found. You go to Madhya Pradesh, even Abebi community hai, जो जंगल में रहता है. You go to Jharkhand, Chhattisgarh, various communities are there. Their main income coming from where? But do you really think this forest needs to be protected? Why need to be protected?
we won't be able to breathe fresh air.
Fresh air, very good. Global warming, it is adding, increasing the level of carbon dioxide, reduction in the level of oxygen. Forest resources can be, and the most important, I feel, the very survival of you and me will be affected. Is it so? Am I hyping the situation or is it reality? Means what? The warming that we are seeing, not warming, it is heating. And global warming. No time Mumbai had experienced temperature which are 41, 42, or even 43 also, 44. I remember summers in Mumbai, but it is 35, 36, 37. And for the last 2 to 3 years, we are extremely and easily touching 40 plus. Imagine this is the trend continues. Then maybe next few years, it might be going 45 and above. 50 थोड़ा time लगेगा, but उतना भी time नहीं लगेगा. All thanks to deforestation. All thanks to more of industries. All thanks to human settlement. I mean, can we have a solution for this? You being the future citizen, tell me what will be the solution? Sir, बोलना बहुत आसान है, करके दिखाना मुश्किल है ना? What is the solution? At least बोल सकते हैं हम लोग. Replanting of trees. Out of the city area, one area only allotted to forest. Don't touch it. Afforestation. Anyone have visited this Borivali area national park? It is also called as Sanjay Gandhi. Sanjay Gandhi. Who was Sanjay Gandhi? I don't know, every park, every library, every museum, without Gandhi it was impossible. But now for the last few years, slowly this Gandhi surname is vanishing. All thanks to Rahul Gandhi, he is vanishing in the elections also. अभी election का result में आने पड़ेगा कहाँ है हमारा साहेब called Gandhi. So we always believe this national park in Borivali, acres and acres were sold to private builders. And what did they do? Very quickly created buildings. अभी थोड़ा सा news कम है. Maybe like few years, I remember 2-3 years or 4-5 years before, cheetah attacking the family, and cheetah attacking this family. And here NMMC nahi na, udhar BMC hai. BMC conducted a survey why these wild animals are attacking only one section of the Borivali Park where buildings are there. Then they researched and found out that reason was exclusively forest area. Some officers have plotted some nexus. You know what is nexus? Some give and take policy, and they have sold that land to the builders. I mean, why these animals are attacking? Can we blame the animals? Why not? They are only attacking. We are not going attacking. I have constructed my house deep inside its area. I don't know if you have seen this wildlife encounters in Discovery. Even one tiger do not allow the other tigers to enter the area. They mark their region. If you have seen very carefully. And there are many serious fights in between two lions, in between two tigers. हम तो चलो lion tiger का fight नहीं रोक सकते. It is their own survival of the fittest. Can we stop our buildings or house getting into their area? Definitely. So this is how we are becoming cautious. This is how becoming we are aware that we have to protect both what? Forest and protect. That is what I will be saying the word biodiversity. The word is bio, living, diversity, both plants, animals, and even human beings live in peaceful existence. I don't know how do you understand our mythological stories. There were certain stories that during the epic called Ramayana, many a times tiger and deer used to stand together to drink water. Can you imagine it today? Why not?
That's the
Ah. Number was so high, the tiger least bothered to attack a deer. And deer personally understood that tiger is not going to attack me because it is always getting full meal. Abhi jaise you had after 4 or 3 lecture, one break, you jump onto the food. So imagine a tiger or a lion going without food for long 3 months. Imagine. And even a sight of a deer what will happen? Yeah. And the deer has to on its feet always. So I'm not linking Ramayana to this area, but this was a time there was prosperity. This was a time when there was, everything was of surplus. But then this king ka jo kaam tha, he did not hunt neither tiger nor lion. He was hunting these wild boars. Then for hunting ka kya bolte era start hua. And slowly and steadily, some of the forefathers might have done. Eating a pig or eating a this one is not going to create a name in your history. So किसी general ने बोला रहेगा, sir, why don't you kill a tiger? Because tiger is ferocious, and India is known for its which breed of tigers? Royal Bengal. And I don't know whether you have seen it personally. I've gone to a little bit of national park and interior, so it is very ferocious. Not inside the cage when it is moving. And there's Ranthambore in Rajasthan, Jim Corbett in Uttaranchal, and our own Tadoba National Park in Chandrapur district, Nashik. Have been found lots and lots of tigers. Sundarbans, normally they say India had minimum 15,000 tigers. 15,000. What is the number? Hardly 3,000. Where are these tigers? Either hunted, either ran away, poached. You know what poaching? They are killed for their skin. An average cost of a tiger hunted will cost you only the skin, close to 1 lakh to 10 lakhs of rupees, depending on the stripes, depending on the breed. So look how many tigers might have hunted. And lion is not known for its skin. It's very but elephant is for the tusk, not for the skin. So every animal in its own have a big influence over your and my life. So I'll be giving first what is biodiversity, then I'll be explaining this. You might have heard these two words. What is flora and what is fauna? All the plant kingdom are here. Plant kingdom, flowering, non-flowering, trees, bushes, and then creepers, climbers. Then fauna, all the animals, right from herbivores, carnivores, and omnivores. Like Navi Mumbai, during the time of COVID only, was displayed as which city? Very good. Flamingos. Do we find flamingos from that time to till date? Yes. Abhi bhi early morning mein jao, there are many areas where flamingos are in large numbers. And it's a real beauty if you have seen that entire area that is full pink paint. And I remember that first COVID only, I used to travel to UT studios in Kharghar because 1 year we had fully done through home only, nothing. But then Sir has arranged his setup so that I can talk to my students in a big screen with better facility. Correct. So that Belapur North, they kind of Belapur NMC office exactly opposite. Huge crowd were there and traffic police, they were all diverting. And that is the first time Navi Mumbai is seeing flamingos. अभी तो flamingos देखने के लिए कोई crowd भी नहीं आता क्यों? It has become part and parcel of our daily life. So flamingos coming all the way from abroad is a big symbol to whom? To our city. Correct? That I'll be explaining. Then classification इसमें बहुत सारा species है, around 5 or 6 that I'll be giving. Then impact of degradation. He is saying the word degradation. Which degradation are we worried about now? Forest and land degradation. Land degradation is also there. आज भी हम लोग बोलते हैं कि save the soil. Why soil should be saved?
It takes millions of years to form.
Okay, soil formation is the second. The most important for which Agro crops. India is a which country? Can we do away with agriculture? आप बोलते नहीं सर हमको agriculture industry ठीक है, but can we feed the steaming millions of people? No. India was a country where we do not have food to eat, and America was a country which was supplying wheat. And then came the Swaminathan, Dr. Swaminathan. Who was he? The father of Green Revolution in India. He brought wheat all the way from Mexican, and he in his own farm he grew this. Then came the HYVP seeds. What is HYVP? So today India is not only feeding our own population, but teeming millions को India खिलाता है. If you don't know what is Ukraine before the war, Ukraine was a country which used to supply more than 50% of wheat alone to entire Europe. Can you imagine? अभी Ukraine supply करता रहेगा, all thanks to President Putin, है ना? Is busily making this Ukraine punish for the small crime. Small नहीं बड़ा crime है. But then India has supplied wheat even to Ukraine, and at a free of cost, because they are running through the deepest trouble. So this is how India has reached. All thanks to reducing the land degradation, introducing HYVP, and government is supporting even today the farmers, especially farmers of Punjab and Haryana. They are the next comes UP, next comes Madhya Pradesh. South में farming उतना बड़ा नहीं है, but we have farming. Maharashtra is also known for its farming. Maharashtra is known for farming less, but for more those grapes, vineyards, and then oranges, and etc. etc. So that we will be discussing under impact. So when I say this wildlife, I'll have to explain the meaning of the word conservation. How do I say the word conservation? Extinct species ko I cannot bring it back. What I can do, whichever species which are sufficient in number, maintain their number. Did you not see around 7 or 8 cheetahs were brought all the way from Africa to India? Out of that, more than 3 has died already. They cannot withstand the conditions in India. It was on the birthday present to Mr. Prime Minister, it was brought. But India spent huge money onto that. Why do you talk about Prime Minister Modi every time? Our own Aditya Thackeray, brought penguins all the way from Polar region to Bombay. अभी भी आप zoo में जाएगा, बाइकला में है, बाइकला में, हाँ उधर ही है, penguins are there. He spent crores of rupees. Can we imagine the penguins can survive in Mumbai like a climate? But Aditya है, वो कुछ भी कर सकता है. किया भी उसने. Out of I think 8, 4 have died in the transit only, and the rest are there. But that also in a very very precarious situation. क्योंकि penguin का वो condition maintain करने के लिए government को करोड़ों खर्चा करना पड़ेगा. Penguins cannot live in a hot and humid country like India, and that also in Mumbai. So we are trying to upgrade the level of wildlife numbers in our country, that we have to discuss. And one, we say need, because the more I am conserving wildlife, the more I am conserving nature. I am indirectly conserving whom? Myself. If I do not cut trees, oxygen level, carbon dioxide level, everything will be in check. And most important, these are acts that we will be discussing one by one. For killing a tiger, what is the punishment? For hunting a lion, what will be the punishment? Serious, strict punishment, major strict laws are introduced, etc. etc. Is it okay? So I won't be making you to write, but we'll just mark from the wall. Correct? So let's mark for biodiversity. Purak, you are without the come on. Start page number. What's the page number? Come on, say. Give it a There are extremely diverse forms of underlined microorganisms and bacteria through elephants. Okay, do we have blue whales now? Blue whales अभी जिंदा है क्या? पहले को extinct नहीं है, मर गए. Very very rarest. Whales है, blue whales नहीं है. हाँ क्या? कौन सा country? First of all, you know what is a blue whale?
The largest
Largest
But it is completely extinct. All living things are underlined, dependent. Plants, animals, microorganisms are the word. Recreate the quality. Okay, why are they saying the word recreate the qualities? Plants, animals. Okay, if you have known what was corona, you were in 6th or 7th. You could have understood. There was a theory written by one of the greatest scientists. He said the world can come to an end with the use of the smallest microorganism. हाँ क्या how corona फिर क्या था? It was China which waged a biological war. America was shouting to the highest, ये Chinese वायरस है, बट अमेरिका ने आज तक चाइना के ऊपर एक्शन नहीं लिया, because the lab in which this research was going on was funded by America. So China ने पूरा पैसा अमेरिका से ही लिया, and these two countries were trying for a virus which can destroy the whole world, and China very smartly used it against Americans. The maximum deaths was in America. Maximum people to celebrate Beijing New Year was in China. I think ये अक्टूबर नहीं, ये सितंबर से ये प्रॉब्लम स्टार्ट हो गया था in China. China very smartly disclosed in the month of December, and 31st के बाद ही people को मालूम पड़ा there is virus is spreading. I have one of my very closest cousin, he works in an international airport, and India very smartly stopped closing the international gates to Indians coming from abroad. उसने बोला वो मेरा बहुत छोटा है उम्र में, उसने बोला ब्रदर सितंबर से ही इंडिया ने इंटरनेशनल एयरपोर्ट में कट करने लगा, बहुत सारा फ्लाइट्स को बंद किया, फॉरेनर्स को आने से बहुत रिस्ट्रिक्शन, एंड दैट वाज ऑल गोइंग गुपचुप. व्हाई ऑल गोइंग गुपचुप? बिकॉज चाइना ने कुछ बोला नहीं, एंड वी डू नॉट हैव एनी ऑफिशियल स्टैटिस्टिक्स, बट व्हेन इट इज टोल्ड दैट इट इज अ पैंडेमिक चाइना छोड़ के ऑलमोस्ट दुनिया का हर कोने में पहुंच चुका है, हर कोने. एंड दैट थियरी व्हिच साइंटिस्ट टोल्ड केम ट्रू ना. और ये 2 साल चलता, कोरोना क्या होता, half of the world's population might have died. Half of the population died. And there was high predictions for Indians, and by an Indian only. No doubtful, our Gandhi called Rahul. He said millions लोग मर जाएगा, इंडिया पूरा तहस नहस हो जाएगा, मोदी वैक्सीन नहीं बचा सकता है. But sorry to say, those who have taken even one vaccine of any company, they had withstood this effect. And my own cousins and my own family in London, US, even in Singapore, they've got 4 doses of the best vaccine made by America. Formula was from Germany. That vaccine is very costly in India, 7,500 rupees. In fact, वो मिला भी नहीं. It was called as Pfizer. अगर आपने सुना है, very costly. मेरे कुछ cousins को 4 डोज लगा, फिर भी 3 बार कोरोना हुआ. हमको इधर सस्ता वैक्सीन 700 रुपए का एक ही डोज लगा. We withstood the effect of the second onslaught. Then this WHO came to a conclusion that Indians really do possess high level of immunity. अब UK, especially London का बात सुनेगा तो हंसेगा. That time the Tony Blair or some professor in fact उसने बोला मैं इस बीमारी को फैलाना चाहता हूँ, जितना ये फैलेगा उतना अच्छा. Because वो herd immunity का बात कर रहा था. You know what is herd immunity? जितना लोगों में कोरोना फैलेगा उतना लोगों को इन्फेक्ट होगा और उतना लोग इम्यून भी हो जाएंगे. नो व्हाट इज इम्यून? नेचुरली हमारा बॉडी फाइट कर सकता है कोरोना को, बट वो उल्टा हो. एवरी पीपल डाइड इंक्लूडिंग स्मॉल चिल्ड्रन. सो ही वाज फोर्स्ड टू रिमूव फ्रॉम द चेयर. एंड सेकंड, मेनी पीपल डाइड इन द फर्स्ट वेव ओनली इन लंदन इटसेल्फ. मेरे कुछ फ्रेंड्स यूएस से बोले देयर आर एम्बुलेंसेस एंड ट्रक्स फुल ऑफ डेड बॉडीज. उनको जगह नहीं था डिस्पोज करने के लिए. 6 महीना 8 महीने के बाद जगह मिला तो जाके डिस्पोज किया. बट ऑल वेर लाफिंग ओवर हूम? इंडिया खत्म हो जाएगा, इंडिया मिट जाएगा. बट इंडिया उल्टा डबल स्ट्रॉन्ग निकला. एंड आई शुड नॉट से ओनली मोदी अलोन, ऑल द डॉक्टर्स, ऑल द पुलिस पीपल, यू एंड मी ऑल्सो प्लेड अ बिग रोल. कितना टाइम हम लोग ना मास्क पहने रहेगा भगवान को माना है ना. हाँ कैसे बात करे तू, ऐसा पलटते वैसा बस. हाँ लिटरली 40 लीटर्स का लेकर करेक्ट. देखो आई डोंट नो बाय द टाइम यू ग्रो अप एंड बिकम माय एज और मच ओल्डर टू मी, ये जो कोरोना है ना, यू कैन डिस्कस विद योर चिल्ड्रन. एंड सॉरी माय डैड वाज नॉट देयर दैट टाइम, बट डैड यूज्ड टू टेल मी ड्यूरिंग वर्ल्ड वॉर 1 and World War 2 also India was involved in. India was not so deserted what was there in corona. मुझे याद है मैं खरगढ़ से निकलता था तो कम हियर, माय हाउस इज समवेयर हियर ओनली. तो एंटायर रोड नो लाइट, पिच ब्लैक, एक भी स्ट्रीट लाइट नहीं रहता. 8:30 आई यूज्ड टू मूव फ्रॉम खरगढ़. एंड कहाँ पुलिस आ जाएगा, And I used to think at the road, ये कब road पहले जैसा आएगा, every store will be opened, and we are going this side, and the entire area was pitch dark. Nobody is there. Forget about the night time. Even daytime you might have seen. Nobody is allowed to come out. तो किसी ने फिर और डराया, बोला this corona is just a sample of a disease. एक टाइम ऐसा भी आ सकता है where you are not even allowed to open your windows. उससे भी खतरनाक. बोलेगा बस कोरोना ही हमको बहुत सता दिया. So what are we leading to? A mass grave position. What is mass grave? I mean, the wars will not be fought on this earth, fought on this planet. It will be fought on the space. You know what it is? आपका जो वीडियो गेम, हाँ, Star Wars वीडियो गेम नहीं है. रियलिटी में China is trying to attack the satellites of America in space. You know what one satellite destruction might lead to? Millions of telephone lines and millions of your computers going zero. वो हो गया तो खत्म वैसे भी है. You know the entire medical system lies on that only. हाँ, सब खत्म तो क्या करेगा तुम? So Indo-America is doing that trouble now. China is doing one, America is doing other. Correct? या वरना एक anthrax करके एक bomb रहता था. I don't know, you might be knowing anthrax. Anthrax is nothing but it's like a talcum powder. It will come to your house in an envelope, and you don't know what it is also. You just open it, you inhale it, then you are going for your trouble. And anthrax जितना जल्दी आपको पकड़ेगा, उससे 10 गुना ज़्यादा दूसरे को spread करेगा. And this corona, you know what is the name they given? Novel corona, no, novel corona. Corona बहुत normal था, but जैसे जैसा उसका mutation होते गया, then it became trouble. And sorry to say, one last information: the number of deaths in Mumbai city alone due to train and car accident was 10 times more than the deaths taken place during Corona. 10 times more. So is it Corona dangerous? It is as like any cold and flu symptoms. अगर आप अपने आप को isolate करके 7 दिन तक रहेगा ना, that cells will automatically die and you can regenerate. हम तो नहीं रह सकते ना, इधर खांसने का, उधर थूकने का, हाँ, इधर जाके हाथ कुछ लगाने का, फिर जैसे आज हमारा दोस्त कर रहा था ये करने का. It's okay. You do it not inside the class. So the more hygiene you are. देखो इतने बड़े बड़े नवी मुंबई का, I forgot his name. He is a Mr. Navi Mumbai, health bodybuilder. He died within 13 days of corona attack, and his physics was considered to be one of the best. And the sadhus, the saint, जो बिना खाए पिए रहता रोड साइड में, no saint has got any corona symptoms. अभी saint का और bodybuilder में बहुत difference है. What made that saint alive remain? They do high class of meditation, yoga, and corona ने यही बोला, the more your lungs and the more your esophagus, it is very strong, you can resist. It's not the drink that I'm having, it is not the medicine that I'm having, it is only clean air. Oxygen का कमी हुआ देखा? Nashik was the hospital where many, I think 100 people died corona ward में. Suddenly there was a bust in the oxygen cylinder. All the family members are seeing oxygen is leaking and their own young ones or old ones are dying in their hand. कितना बड़ा दुख दर्द सीन होगा. Government hospital in Nashik, I'll tell you. More than 120 patient died. Government hospital. मतलब क्या है, मेरे सामने ऑक्सीजन सिलेंडर से सिलेंडर लीक हो रहा है, but my own family member is dead. What I can do? Nothing. People were tracking that. You didn't see cylinder लेके भाग रहा है, ऑक्सीजन नहीं मिला. Everywhere was real trouble. But then today India is far better. Corona जो countries को affect हुआ, every countries have gone down in their development. India was the only country जिसका negative में नहीं गया. India का growth rate 1% था, and then we picked up 4%. China, America minus 10% because industries everything came to a standstill. India में rural area में farming भी हुआ, harvesting भी हुआ, but transport नहीं कर पाया because transport cannot be done. But then India resisted. All thanks to the government? No, all thanks to the people who have cooperated with the government. Okay, let's move.
Sir,
Yes. So we are moving away from that definition. We are moving. Okay. Look at that word. Biodiversity. Open bracket. This is the definition. immensely rich in wildlife, cultivated species, diverse in form and function, closely integrated. ये last word तक डालो. ये copy करो notebook में. Definition. Leaving that word biodiversity, you copy from there to interdependencies in your notebook. Here, definition है ना. Leave the word biodiversity. Put the heading and copy. This one. Leave the line biodiversity and बाकी पूरा. Start. Everyone has to write. Yes. Lebanon. क्या होगा उसको? Lebanon का economy. हाँ वो तो इंडिया ने 137 countries को दिया था. That was a sequel military. You want my golden? Or anyone give me one golden? This guy share. Biodiversity पूरा ही ले. Actually वो body is important ना. Biodiversity is. Show me the one. And next you can come to the page number 33. They have given flora and fauna in India. I am reading it. Keep your pencils ready. Let us fix it. Shall we? All three will be thrown out of the class. I don't want to listen.
Not me.
India, underline, has the largest and biological diverse species. Largest number. Biological, you had varieties of flora and fauna. There are, underline, some plants and animals, unique. Hey, what is the meaning of the word unique? Special. Right? Special. Right? They are well integrated. What is the other word for integrated? Connected. Yet they are underline the word under stress. Circle the word insensitivity to our environment. Udar carelessness. I mean, let me ask you. You guys are careful with the environment destruction or careless?
Careless.
Why careless? That's only one. Why careful? I'll tell you later. Why we are careless with the environment destruction? Even me.
Because you don't know any direct.
Correct. I mean, today your mother doesn't cook food, direct impact. If you do not get vegetable, direct impact. If you do not get milk, direct impact. But, sir, yesterday there was 10 trees cut on the road. No problem. So today more 20 trees are going to cut. Very good. What shall I do? But if I say 10 trees are cut and then you are not going to get food or water supply, example. Will you go banging them? No, sir. It should not be cut. Tomorrow I will suffer. Did anybody ask to any person? So unless and until there is no awareness, what is that word awareness? About the dangers of the what? Environmental degradation, this will go on. Somebody told me in between that wild cats, elephant. You remember there was a person who was inside the jungle of Karnataka and Tamil Nadu.
Virat.
Till he was shot dead, he has this good habit of killing both. What? One is elephants, no doubt, and he used to sell tusks. And two, cutting the sandalwood. Pushpa is a movie, but I can say ये तो बहुत सालों से कर रहा था. Pushpa is a little bit of a gimmick. I feel okay. At least people understand what this is. We always believe this person till he was dead, not dead. He was hunted by the police of both Tamil Nadu and Karnataka. He was a real terror to both the states. Terror in what sense? Killing the human beings? No. He was hunting the elephant. And I don't know if you have seen any elephant dead in any of the India. Elephant decomposition takes months. And they say once that blood starts seeping out of the body, it is highly, I don't know, some disease related. I mean, elephant को dump करना तो almost impossible है. How do we dump? So we need at least 10 JCB to make a hole or something equivalent to an elephant. But then cutting sandalwood was also very, very high crime. High crime, sandalwood trees are the costliest trees what India has. Yes. Only thin रहता है ऐसा. Grow होने के लिए बहुत साल लगेगा. 10 साल नहीं.
ऐसे ही कुछ
उससे भी ज़्यादा होता है. Normal tree 25 साल लगता है. तो फिर So we always believe they are the people who are responsible for endangering our wildlife. Let's proceed. और क्या है? now एक काम करो, ये सब तो चलता रहेगा. Put the heading classification of flora and fauna. I will also write along with you. So hold the notebook like this side. Wait. देखो, if you want to remember in exam what is this, if you are having this full length notebook, you can hold it like this. छोटा सा लिखो classification and you can get all the 6 or 7 species here and make a rectangular box. मैं भी आप ही के जैसा बना रहा हूँ. Easy for you to learn. हाँ जी करते हैं. Classification of flora and fauna लिखो. I am writing only classification of F and F. You write here. And hold the notebook horizontally and write. So first will be normal, endangered, let me follow the small लिखना और put a rectangular box for all. Endangered one. Rare endemic. All species, huh? The last one extinct. And make a small box for all.
So like there will be more things like.
Which will be following below, but I'll give it very short because it is there in the volume. Just for your understanding. So you can easily write one below the other also if you want. Or other way, wait for some time. Or other way, अगर ये बना दिया ना, if you feel your handwriting is pretty lengthy, you'll put one N लिखो and उसका और लिखो. And you'll put
Can
two.
we make it like this?
Whichever possible. 3 ऐसा. And अभी ऐसा भी उसका explanation लिख सकता है. It will be in lines. Are you understanding? If you don't want to write like this, because ये क्या है ना, in one shot you can learn. That is the reason I'm giving. Whichever you feel the convenience. Shall we? Chalo. First make it. $15 or 25? 15. 225. 215 is it? No. What rate is
No,
it?
51
I'm going to
Sir, please, two.
Ja.
A complete.
दोनों में कोई like Go quickly.
Yes, sir. 2 minutes.
Correctly for normal species. Okay. हाँ ऐसा भी लिख सकते थे नंबर 1 का अगर तुझे लग रहा है कि नहीं होगा एक ही इसमें you can write 1 and 1 2 you can then you can write continuously it depends on your adjustment and your handwriting size. Tomorrow you don't have any lectures, no? Only tests. Which test they have done? And science?
No, madness.
So only one test and then run away. Tomorrow there will be no lectures because ये vacation time है ना. So Sunday is only for exams. Sorry. Yeah. Write down for normal species. Okay. Others ready? Directly n लिखो या 1 लिखो और directly start कर दो. No need to write the name again. Okay? Are those species which are neither toothless, nor too move. Too less and too high, whatever you less नहीं बोलने का था ना. That is also possible, ना? I'll tell you. My example. That is perfect in numbers. Examples. Cattles, pet animals. Come on, rodents, etc. Now we are going for which species? Come on, everyone.
Endangered.
All right. Are those which are in danger of extinction? In danger of extinction. Full stop. Example. Black buck. B-U-C-K. Buck. It is not duck. Black buck. Crocs. What is crocs? Crocodile. Okay. Crocodile को हम crocs बोलते हैं. Short. Indian rhino. Etc. Tiger तो वो endangered नहीं है, extinct हुआ. So Full stop. One more line. The above animals are set into this group, since several negative factors act on it, act on it, leads to a complete decline in their numbers. Leading to a complete decline in their numbers. Next, what is next? Come on, everyone. Vulnerable. Let us write first. Those species whose population declined to that level. Yeah, underline.
Whose populations
Have declined to that level from where? Where? Any time.
Sorry to underline something more.
That level. From where any time it can move into endanger. Endanger. Any time can move into endanger. And now only you read endanger and vulnerable. Vulnerable पहला आता है इसकी endanger बाद में. हाँ. अगर vulnerable बहुत ज़्यादा हो जाएगा तो वो कौन सा species में चले जाएगा?
endanger.
Very good. इसका example भी लिख लो. People get confused here only. Blue sheep. Sheep. Next, Asia. हाँ था ये सब था Indian. Asiatic elephant. Come on. Gangetic dolphin. एग्जाम में जल्दी में किसी लड़के ने लड़का या लड़की जो भी था आई डोंट रिमेंबर दे सेड गंगा डॉल्फिन केयरफुल रहना दिस इज दे आर वेरी केयरफुल गैंजेटिक को याद नहीं है बच्चे ने गंगा डॉल्फिन लिखा अभी गंगा डॉल्फिन करके कोई स्पीशीज ही नहीं सब था सर उसमें गैंजेटिक लिखा और आप बोलते थे गंगा का नाम गैंजेटिक भी है हाँ there is no logic. Chalo, let us finish this. Ray, I'll show you a video on this. You have a video for I'm Jamal. Go ahead. When you say rare, are these species are rare? Directly continue. Are the species with very small population? Small population which might later become either endangered or vulnerable. अभी ये भी उधर से कनेक्टेड है किससे endangered और vulnerable ना बट rare का मीनिंग अलग है ना
एग्जांपल
yes endangered और vulnerable
सर एग्जांपल
ले रहा हूँ। एशियाटिक बफेलो, तुम लोग में से कोई है?
एशियाटिक
बफेलो। हिमालयन ब्राउन बेर, हिमालयन ब्राउन बेर,
ब्राउन है
etc. I'm again holding on. Please run through, pencil रखो and try to make your own short forms. In exam थोड़ा सा confusing है, किस में endangered, vulnerable and rare. But make it very clear और example याद रहा तो you will not confuse.
सर
हाँ आगे क्या है?
हाँ
क्या endangered का आगे क्या है?
नहीं उसका डेफिनेशन सर
दिया है मैंने।
सर
अरे एंडेमिक का नहीं दिया, एंडेंजर का दिया है।
हाँ वही बोल रहा सर endemic।
हाँ तो राइट डाउन, your pronunciation is as good as any. Write down for endemic, it is endemic. These species are found only in isolated areas or special geographical condition or in special geographical conditions only.
Geographical
Conditions only.
yes
Example, अंडमान वाइल्ड पिग, तो ये कहाँ मिलेगा?
अंडमान एंड निकोबार।
हाँ वेरी गुड। अंडमान वाइल्ड पिग अगर महाराष्ट्र में मिलेगा तो उसका नाम अंडमान वाइल्ड पिग नहीं,
महाराष्ट्र वाइल्ड पिग।
महाराष्ट्र वाइल्ड
I knew it. Many
Andaman what?
wild pig. One more.
सर बंगाल
नहीं बंगाल टाइगर पूरा महाराष्ट्र में भी मिलता था। महाराष्ट्र was a rich place where Bengal tiger was found.
महाराष्ट्र में
It is the same, but only the stripes are different. Write down next. वो लिखा निकोबार pigeon.
कौन सा pigeon?
निकोबार.
सर ऐसे कौन से टाइप के
I'll show you in the picture. There is
Yes,
no
sir.
such. And the last one extinct.
निकोबार की नहीं लास्ट
Andaman wild pig.
नो लास्ट वन
Allowing why are you shouting? Slowly talk. It's a Nicobar pigeon and Andaman wild pig. Right on the last one, extinct. दो काफी है ना, you need more. Extinct species are those which are completely not found in their natural habitat. Which are completely not found in their natural habitat or in their natural habitat or totally vanished. Totally vanished. Totally vanished from the earth.
एग्जांपल
Planet?
ब्लू डायनासोर
Dinosaur you can write.
Totally vanished.
From the earth.
Dinosaur is
इधर दिया है
ब्लू
Dodo.
तो एशियाटिक इधर दिया है एशियाटिक चीता एंड पिंक डक।
पिंक डायनासोर
उसका सर आके पूरा पिंक कलर का रहता था। चीता चीता Boys and girls. All the three boys will not sit in that corner. Everyone will have one bench. अभी इसमें ये पता नहीं है तो इसमें listen to whatever we have studied all of them. You sometimes look for it. इसका understand. But is this definition better than the one that I've given? No, sir. Then go ahead. Why? To the judgment. You are remote control. After we are नहीं है these words are used in listen to me. This cheetah leopard. Hey, yes, I need what is the posture? That's the Hey guys, shall I switch off this video and give some notes?
Yes.
नहीं
sir,
sir,
no,
नहीं
sir,
let it be ना. You are too slow to understand. उसका speed कम है. बाकी चीजें मैं बहुत fast करता रहता हूँ इधर नहीं. Everyone pack your bags first.
Okay, sir.
भागने का condition बनाओ. 4 minutes के लिए. 25 नहीं है ना 15 है. Without talking packet. Our branch is the worst branch of agency.
Very well.
And there are some ICSE students who have an option of maths and science. They have economics and they have CA. No need to back maths. And just say, shall I play?
Yes, sir.
Play what? Go this way. Come this way. Yeah. What is last year the movie go ahead, till that sound pieces are. No, see, go ahead, go ahead.
Dislike मारनी.
वैसे भी मैं किसी को लाइक ही नहीं करता हूँ, डिसलाइक मार छोड़ दो।
चैनल का नाम क्या है? चैनल का नाम
ये बीएनसी करके है, ये हमारा Hey guys, listen. Next week, I think same lectures will be mine only. So you continue your both the lectures. Before I come, take your normal break. And these two volumes, which two volumes? All are completed has to come to my table, where I am sitting. Okay? Chalo, boys start moving. I said boys.